I'm Abbas Yalvi from WTNV UK, and we have with us research scholar Ma'am Berna.
Yes.
Hello, Berna.
Hello.
You're from Turkey. First of all, I would like to condole with you the real situation regarding earthquake.
Unfortunately, when I came here, we heard the earthquake news, and it's a very sad condition right now. It affected 10 cities, 10 major cities located in the eastern part of Turkey, and the magnitude of earthquake was very strong. So we are severely upset.
We have prayer for you regarding this conference. What are your take on this conference? Its standard planning.
I was really impressed by people and the teamwork here. Uh, it's always difficult to initiate a first conference, particularly the international one. Particularly after COVID-19 pandemic, I really appreciate the people's effort. The people were very hospitable, and I see they are very eager to participate, to learn. Particularly the females in Pakistan, I'm very much impressed their eagerness, and I believe that this team, these people, will have great success in the following conferences. There's no doubt about it.
The topic of this conference was even they involved business, technology, and social sciences.
Yeah.
And it was your special field.
My special field is finance. Particularly, I am studying green financing, environment, and finance, and I've been working on the Chinese economy for almost 2 decades. This conference was about the crisis management, COVID-19 pandemic, and I think it is relevant to everybody because as a human being, we experience such a disaster, so it affected all of us, and it is still affecting all of us.
We are having a economical crunch in our country. What would you like to suggest us to overcome this?
Same everywhere, I think. You know, last year I was at Harvard University as a Fulbright scholar. I was at the Chinese Study Center, and I'm coming from Turkey. You see, we see a rising inflation trend all over the world because there was a hitch in the global supply chain due to the COVID-19 disasters, and you see the mismanagement of politicians all over the world. This is not the case in Pakistan. This is the case all over the world. But you know, we human beings are fatal. One day we will vanish. So despite these disasters, despite these financial bottlenecks and the financial crisis, we should maximize, seize our time and do our best. There is nothing to do more.
Okay, we are trying to make the people healthy mentally, but
Yes.
can we have taken the measures if any day this happen again?
It may happen again, who knows? But the one thing is, I think people, human being is a social creature. During the pandemic, we were isolated and we were locked down and we didn't have any integration with others. This made us very depressed and very pessimistic. You know, by our nature, we are social creatures. So it is always better to talk to people and do not keep the distance, integrate into the society. But despite, I mean, because of the COVID-19 conditions, it's getting better, but not we are fully recovered. It, I recommend people to socialize. Being lonely or loneliness is not the solution. It makes you more depressed.
You're used to go to the different countries and
Yeah.
be the part of so many international conferences.
Mhm.
If I asked you to compare our ones with the other countries, what will be your take?
I think here, particularly young people, I'm very much impressed by young female students. They are very much eager and hungry to learn and to get more. And I believe that in the very foreseeable future, these people may change the situation. I see the hope. I'm not exaggerating. In other international conferences, mostly professionals, and they are more saturated communities. People have seen a lot of events and they are fed up with somehow to some degree. But here, the local people, they are very enthusiastic to learn more and to get more. That is very impressive, I think.
Uh, what would you like to say about Director General Professor Naveed Iqbal Chaudhary and Mr. Wasim, Dr. Wasim, and Mr. Dr. Muzammil?
I think they are very humble. These young heroes succeeded, did a great job, and I'm very much impressed how people respect them because these things in other countries may create jealousness. But I didn't feel like this. Everybody was respecting and they appreciated. Appreciation is something, in developed or advanced countries, people may appreciate, but it is not easy to show your appreciation. Here, what I felt, they feel, they appreciate, and they show. Showing appreciation is is a merit. Is a merit. This is I'm really impressed.
Uh, we people are used to say a jack of all trades, a master of none. But we have three segment. We discussed three segment in this conference. Is it a trend to have access on almost so many fields?
It is difficult to respond this question. Time will show. There are different topics, and sometimes, as I mentioned, it is always difficult to initiate the first one. I think sometime later, these people will become more expertise on the subjects, and they may organize in a more different way, I guess.
And what's your take on the execution of the funding of the international conferences?
Mm, Particularly the way how we make the international conferences during and post-COVID pandemic changed totally. Even though people can travel, make their presentations in person, they prefer online. Zoom presentation, but as we saw today and yesterday, and I also witnessed at other international conferences, face to face, in person presentations always touch the people.
Yes.
But online presentations are somehow cold. Yeah, that is okay, but we need to touch the people. We need to integrate. We need to talk. That motivates us. That inspires us. The other way is something artificial.
Okay. Lastly, I would like to request you to give any message to the all Pakistani.
As I mentioned in the closing ceremony, Pakistan is a broader country. As I mentioned, Pak, Turkey, Dosti, Zindabad. In our history book, there are a lot of good things about Pakistani people and the country. We are friends, but very deep and long history of friendship. The developing countries, both Turkey and Pakistan, we are both developing countries and we had limited resources and capitals. But what I see here, the capital is money, it's a paper. But what I saw today and yesterday, Pakistan has great human capital inside and also outside Pakistan. I have several Pakistani friends. Before coming here in several countries, I met Pakistani friends. Outstanding, brilliant. I think you should merge your power and raise your country because Pakistani people deserve this.
Ma'am, thank you for your precious time.